I always thought I'd retire early. The truth is, I deeply regret not planning my retirement sooner. And if I could go back, I would start preparing a lot earlier. Right now, I'm 67 years old. I never thought I'd be one saying this, but at 68 years old, I can tell you with complete honesty, I regret not planning my retirement sooner. When you're younger, maybe in your 40s or early 50s, you think you still have time. Retirement feels far away, almost like a distant dream. But then one day you wake up, and you're there. Suddenly, it's not a future scenario anymore. It's your life. And the choices you made or didn't make are staring you right in the face. I want to share my story today, not because I enjoy admitting mistakes, but because I know someone out there is standing exactly where I once stood, thinking there's always more time. If I can help even one person avoid the regrets I carry, then being this honest will be worth it. The looming regrets I never saw coming. When you step into retirement, you expect certain things. Sleeping in, no alarm clocks, time to do whatever you want. But what I didn't realize is how unprepared I really was, financially, emotionally, and even socially. The first regret hit me harder than I expected. Healthcare costs. I knew medical expenses would be there, but I completely underestimated how much they would grow as I got older. Prescription drugs, specialist visits, unexpected procedures, they pile up. And Medicare doesn't cover everything. I had saved, yes, but not nearly enough to comfortably handle the rising costs. The second regret was something I didn't hear many people talk about, the emotional and social transition. For years, my identity was tied to my career. I was needed every day. People counted on me. And then, just like that, it was gone. I thought I'd enjoy the freedom, but what I felt instead was a strange emptiness. The days were long. The phone didn't ring as much. Friends from work slowly drifted away. I had never prepared myself for the loneliness that can creep in once the structure of a job disappears. And finally, the third regret, not accounting for inflation. This one blindsided me. Prices creep up slowly. You barely notice year to year. But over a decade, the erosion of your savings is dramatic. What seemed like enough to live on comfortably when I first retired suddenly felt tight. Gas, groceries, utilities, everything cost more. My money wasn't stretching the way I thought it would. These regrets, healthcare, loneliness, inflation, they all landed on me at once. And that's when I realized retirement isn't just about having money in the bank. It's about building a plan for your life. If you are still watching and these insights valuable so far, please take a second to like and subscribe. Your support means everything to me. Let's continue. Beyond the bank account, redefining my lifestyle. After feeling overwhelmed for a few months, I decided to take charge. I knew I couldn't change the past, but I could shape my future. That's when I began exploring new hobbies, joining different groups, and getting involved in projects that excited me. I discovered that my town had a thriving art scene, and I decided to try my hand at painting. Now, I'm not the best artist, and I probably never will be, but the process of creating something from a blank canvas is incredibly freeing. It allows me to express emotions and ideas that I can't put into words. And I'm not alone in this. I've met so many retirees who have picked up painting and they're all terrible, and that's the point. It's not about talent. It's about expressing yourself. Next, I started volunteering at a local animal shelter. Working with animals has been a lifelong passion of mine, but my career wouldn't allow the time. Now I can walk dogs, socialize cats, and even help with minor medical tasks. The sense of fulfillment I get from helping animals in need is indescribable. It's a reminder that you're not too old to make a difference. Finally, I began attending community events, concerts, festivals, farmers markets. Getting out of the house and engaging with the community has helped me combat the loneliness that was creeping in. You know, retirement isn't about sitting at home. It's about finding new ways to connect with your surroundings and appreciate the simple joys of life. The proactive playbook. Steps I wish I had taken earlier. Now, let me be clear, I don't want to come across as though I have it all figured out now. I'm still navigating this journey and it's not always easy. However, I do believe in sharing what I've learned along the way, especially for those who are still in their working years or just starting to think about retirement. I can tell you with certainty, there are some proactive steps that can make a world of difference. First, I wish I had diversified my investments more. For too long, I played it safe, keeping too much money in savings accounts and low-yield investments. While it felt secure, I lost valuable years where my money could have grown and kept pace with inflation. Even in your 50s or 60s, a diversified portfolio can make a difference. Second, I wish I had explored long-term care insurance. At the time, I thought it was unnecessary. But as friends around me have faced unexpected illnesses, I've realized how important it is to protect yourself and your family from the crushing costs of long-term care. And third, I wish I had sat down with a financial advisor who specialized in retirement planning. Not just someone who managed investments, but someone who understood the real-world challenges of living in retirement. If I had done that earlier, I would have avoided some very painful mistakes. Avoiding the pitfalls. Don't repeat what I did now. I know the concept of retirement can feel overwhelming, especially if you're watching this and thinking, that's not my problem. I'm not retired yet. But trust me, if you're approaching retirement or even in your working years, the time to prepare is now. As you think about your own journey, remember 3 things. The first is delay, thinking you'll get around to it later. I tell myself that for years, until later became now. The second is over-relying on Social Security. It helps, yes, but it was never designed to be your full income. Too many of us assume it will be enough, and it rarely is. And the third is not stress testing your retirement budget. Life throws curveballs, medical emergencies, home repairs, even supporting your adult children or grandchildren. If your budget can't handle the unexpected, you'll be living with constant anxiety. The perfect exit. Creating a fulfilling future. Now I may sound like I'm filled with regrets, and yes, I have them. But here's the truth. It's never too late to start improving. Even at 68, I've begun to craft a phased retirement plan for myself. I've created a schedule where I balance leisure with purpose-driven activities. I've reviewed my finances and made adjustments to stretch them further. But here's the most crucial point. If you're still working, don't wait until you're my age to make these changes. Start small. Talk to a financial advisor, read books on retirement planning, explore hobbies you can pursue once you have more time, and if you're already retired, take a hard look at your situation. Reach out to professionals who can help you evaluate your finances, your health, and your overall well-being. It's about creating a life that feels worth living every single day. The best part, it's your story. In the end, the narrative of your retirement is yours to write. Yes, I regret not planning earlier, but what I don't regret is choosing to be proactive now. We all make mistakes, but it's our response that defines us. So whether you're just starting to think about retirement or you're already there, I urge you to take action. Take charge of your story and ensure that the next chapter is filled with more than just money in the bank. Let it be filled with health, happiness, purpose, and peace of mind. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please take a second to like and subscribe. Your support means everything to me. Remember, it's never too late to start planning your perfect retirement. Until next time.